Hey y'all. There we go. Get the trash can out the way. And hold on, this is bothering me. Don't worry about me and my OCD. I'm fine with it. So welcome again. My name is Amora. I must get my water. I'm sorry I'm not prepared. I thought I was. Let's get us some herbs for this reading. So yes, welcome. It is Monday. And so I want to do a 3-day forecast, a 3-day energy forecast for those who join in. And I hope I'm on my Amora energy page. If not, I'm where I'm supposed to be. Hold on again. All right. Wanted to grab a feather. I intuitively just grabbed one. If you say, hey Myla, hello Tammy, hello. Say hi, say hey Janique, welcome. Maybe when we're done with this, I'll head back over and show you guys my feathers. If you haven't seen them, I just posted them. Hello Amber, hello. I just posted them on my personal Facebook page, but I have been in the laboratory creating my Amora energy feathers, which are a signature tool of mine, a signature tool that I create working with peacock feathers as well as parrot feathers from birds that are happy and healing and on their way to recovery, or pets. So the peacocks, the larger feather is a peacock wing feather, and then the smaller feathers are parrot feathers of different types. So this one is, I can't remember the name, Eclectus, I think, maybe? I can't remember the name, but I get them from a bird doctor in Oregon, and so she rehabilitates birds. Her sanctuary is specifically for wild parrots that maybe people get as pets and then they can't take care of them or they get loose. So then she takes them, she rehabilitates them if they're sick, and then she keeps them in her sanctuary so they have like space to just be, or lets them free or something. I don't know what she does with them. But some of the proceeds of what you purchase go to take care of those birds, as well as what I purchase from her. That's what she uses the money for, to feed the birds, to the upkeep of the sanctuary. So the more you guys purchase, the more I send to her. All right? So if you like birds, hello! So Tammy is in Northwest Florida. Where else are you guys? I know we have California in the house. Where else are we? Just let me know. So I'm going to begin doing elemental readings. So that is signs, whether it's an air sign, fire sign, water sign, earth sign. And it's really what you resonate with. Maybe it's what element you're working with or trying to incorporate more of in your life. Maybe you do go by the zodiac sign. Maybe you go by what you are, whatever it is that works for you. But I will be doing elemental readings on my YouTube page, and then I will of course post from my YouTube page. But go to YouTube, and then More with Amora is my channel. Make sure to subscribe, and so you will get the posts as they come out. Tennessee, hey boo, Pennsylvania, and of course I'm in Mexico. Okay, so everyone, just taking a deep breath in and just settling the energy. Just as you breathe in, just imagine like everything in the room lifting to the ceiling, all the energy, and then as you breathe out, it just falls, gravity hits down to the ground, into the earth, allowing the soil and allowing the cells that earth is also comprised of to absorb that energy, clear it out, cleanse it the same way earth cleanses, the trees cleanse the carbon dioxide that we breathe out. In turn, they The plants, the trees, the ground. That's why putting our feet on the ground is so important. That energy is recycled. So we have a symbiotic relationship, a give and take relationship that is equal with Mother Earth, with the plants, with all of it. So energetically doing that same thing, breathing in. Imagine gravity just not being real, and then everything floats up like in the spaceships, like you see. And then as you breathe out, everything just drops into the center of the earth, into that core, into that underground space, clearing energy out. Yes? Breathing in one more time. And then as you breathe out, just imagine everything falling into perfect place. For there is only left what serves your highest good. If you have any stones, you might want to hold on to them while we do this reading, so that those stones can calibrate to the energy of the reading to help you in whatever space you are that resonates with you and the reading. Okay? Always, as you know, I like everyone to have water with them. So if you have some, please take a sip. If not, next time, just know, hey, I should get some water. Because water is, it's of course great for the body, but it's also a conduit. And so we want to use that energy, that water speaking vibrations of health and love and life into the water, so that we can have that for ourselves in our everyday lives. Yes? All right, so drink some water. Beautiful. So again, feet flat on the ground. Let me take some of my herbs. You know, I love my herbs. And, you know, a lot of times I shift away from them. And it's just, you know, at times we shift and things change. But this is one thing I always come back to. In the last 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, 4 years? No, it's been more than 4 years. 2013. 5 years. I always shift back when I start getting heavy, when I start feeling like I'm not connected or there's a fog. It's like, what am I missing? And that's when I want to get back into eating right. That's when I'm exercising again. And it's when I always pull my herbs back out, because there's a reason that that they're so magical. Like, they are literally part of this earth, and they carry frequencies and vibrations that when we consume them, whether we breathe them, whether we use them topically, whatever it is, they literally can help us shift our energy, which then shifts the physical realm. Everything starts in spirit. Everything starts in our energetic space. So it's like bypassing the physical. If there's an ailment, yes, we know there's a physical manifestation of something that we haven't let go, some stagnant energy, something that we've pocketed, hidden away, ignored, or that isn't ready to come up yet. Sometimes it's just not ready to come up. So there's no beating ourselves up. And a lot of times, if we are in a space of beating ourselves up, there's more to uncover. There's more to uncover. And I've been living that for the past year, so I get it. I get it. So, we're going to do a reading. If you can put your feet flat on the ground, send some love this way. Imagine yourself shuffling this deck. I assume you've shuffled a deck of cards. Even if you're not good at shuffling cards, this is the moment to see yourself as a fancy card dealing somebody, you know? And in your mind, you can do all kinds of shifts and tricks. And so you know how to shuffle a deck. So, with me, shuffle the deck with love. As if these cards were your favorite deck, the favorite thing that you've ever touched with your hands. And you're getting ready to just ask a simple question that will help answer the bigger question of who am I? Okay? So whatever you feel you need to ask, law of attraction popped out. So whatever it is you feel you need to ask, the answer is going to be the answer to a question that answers who am I. I don't know if I explained that right, but I had my intention. Everybody gonna find out who you is. All right, and then I'm gonna have you guys, first person to just tell me to stop shuffling. It doesn't matter who. Get you guys involved. Ooh. All right, 2 cards just popped out. And so I just got a massive headache on my left side. So there is something that needs to be shifted or something. I'm not sure, but we'll figure it out because that was specific. I am an empath. And so what that means in my reality is that I physically feel energy in my physical body. I can also, like, sometimes I can touch it, sometimes, but whatever, I feel it. So when I'm in a space, a sacred space, I know that anything that I feel is a message. It's something. So while we were talking, the law of attraction popped out. There is an angel in the woods, foxes, a cougar, squirrels, butterflies. So I want you guys to look at the picture if you can, if it will focus. Maybe I will show the photos later. But what I also want to do is assist you in strengthening your intuition. It's not necessarily about me giving you energy healings or me blase blah. It is how do you strengthen your own intuition so you can decipher what the messages are on a daily basis. Yes, I do believe in regular energy healings. I just got a reading myself, even though I'm skilled at what I do. I just paid for a reading myself because I wanted to calibrate, wanted to make sure, hey, am I reading these messages right or am I just making this stuff up in my head? So law of attraction, each thought is an investment that pays immediate dividends. So invest wisely. What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? You have the power to choose your thoughts and align them with love, peace, and harmony. At your request, the angels gladly will attune your energies to higher frequencies. So this is a call. If you have not asked to be attuned to higher frequencies, that is something that you can do, because you can choose to do it on your own. You can choose to do all of your energy work on your own. However, there are angelic beings, there are supernatural beings, there are ancestors, there are people who do not have physical bodies who are willing to assist you for one reason or another. Your discernment comes in figuring out why these beings would want to help you and aligning yourself with the ones that want to help you without recompense, without sign your name on the dotted line, without, ooh, maybe we can. So there's always an energy, just like on the planet Earth. If you're going into business, you're going to look for a business partner. Hold on, getting a phone call. Things stop. Okay. If you're going into business and you're looking for a business partner, you're going to align with someone that has the same interests as you for one reason or another. There are people that you will want to steer clear of because you're like, that's shady. They want me to sign a contract that gives them 99% of the business. This is literally the same thing you have to deal with in the spiritual realm. But on the flip side, there are beautiful beings out there that literally, when you pray, and it's God, all of these beings from God, whether you consider them, and God, universe, I'm just going to start saying the Most High. I think I like that. I think the Most High is the best for me. Otherwise, I feel like I have to go through this whole list of God, Goddess, the Jesus, like, not Jesus, he's not the Most High. Water. Next came out Change in Direction. So this tells me, and what this shows me in accordance with like y'all's energy and what's happening in this space is that you're being told that the law of attraction is something that you need to keep in mind, right? And you have to change directions, because apparently the collective energy right now, we don't want to attract what we're thinking about. Does that make sense? Are you one of the people? If you know you're one of the people. So that's the other thing. While I was waiting for somebody to say stop, be honest with yourself is what I flipped over, because I just got a message. And I'm going to start telling you guys how I read energy in the moment, just so you can see, oh, well, maybe I do that too. Like, I didn't know that I was tasting and smelling energy until I was in a room of other psychics that were talking about how they smelled death. And I was like, oh shit, I've been doing that. Another thing, my very first boyfriend, from 14 years old until like 22, 21, he could always smell when my period was coming on. And he could smell when I was getting sick, which was great. I just thought he had like this cool sense of whatever smell, but he would be like, hey babe, you're getting sick. And so I would just like double up on vitamin C, and then I wouldn't get sick. If I didn't, or if I slacked, or I'd like feel it come a little bit a few days later. And then same thing, I had a very irregular period. I always had bad cramps. Again, cellular cleansing helped me eliminate all of that. But I would never know when my period was coming on. So it would literally just be like, oh, I'm here. And then you ruin your clothes, you ruin your sheets and all that stuff. But when I got with him at, 14, when did he start? No, he didn't start smelling it till he was like 19. We were living together. And so he would smell it, and then I would know to start using my tampons, not my tampons, using my pads and stuff. But I say all that to say is we do things throughout life, and we have these experiences throughout life, but a lot of times it's not until we start doing this work and we're like, oh, wait a minute. That used to happen when I was a child. I've been doing that since I was 14. So this same ex, he also, because he used to make music at like when we were 19, 20, and he would tell me that he would see his music and he would see colors. No, he would see his music and he would hear colors. That's what it was. He would see music and hear colors, and that helped him make beats. And I was like, okay, I'm just trying to sleep. Can you not do it at like 3 o'clock in the morning? So, again, these are all things. Hi, Rima. Hello. Yeah, Elena, I like the Most High too. I just have to remember, because I'm so used to saying God. I'm so used to then shifting to the universe, but I feel like the universe makes it sound very detached from there being an actual energy around us. I don't know. So change direction. Be aware of the law of attraction, that being the foundational card that we pulled, being aware of it. Then what is the advice of that? Change direction. If you are not thinking daily thoughts of power, then you need to, so let me show you guys. This is what I do, because the mind is crazy. No, it's not crazy. Let's not even say that. The subconscious mind, that's a beast. And don't fool yourself to say or think that you are above it or that you can outsmart it. Time and time again, we know that the subconscious mind is one of our biggest enemies, because it is created by our environment, whether we know it or not, whether it's subliminal programming, whether it's family programming, whether it's tribal programming, fear programming, whatever it is. So we have to override our subconscious, and the only way to do that is through repetition over and over and over again. But The mind is like, no, do this over here. No, do this over here. Anytime you want to try to change it, whether you want to call it the ego, the subconscious mind is there to keep you in the identity that you have in this moment. So you got to trick that motherfucker, okay? And so this is one of the ways that I do it. Every morning, this is where I make my shakes. This is where I make my shakes, my juice. And so I have created, written down on different pieces of paper, these different affirmations that I then repeat to myself as I do my stuff here. Because this I can do in autopilot. So when I'm doing that in autopilot, what is my mind doing? When we are on autopilot, whether we're driving home from work or from a space that we always know, hold on. Let's see. All right. It's what is the mind doing? Okay? What is the mind doing? All right. Why not an enemy and not an ally? I'm speaking to those who, if you're following along, we're talking about this card of changing direction. So if there is an issue with the mind, then it is not working for you. And in that moment, there has to be a change. And there has to be, hey, this ain't it. You are not an ally in this moment, because an ally would not be working against our desires in the moment. Yes? So then the next card being, be honest with yourself. Remembering, be honest with yourself. Look into your heart and you will know the truth of this situation. It's safe to admit the truth to yourself. For we will support, the angels will support and guide you through any necessary changes. Lean upon us for courage and the strength to take care of yourself. Focus only upon your true desires, and they'll come to you upon angels' wings. All right. Oh, my phone. I gotta plug it back in. I only have 5%, so it might die on us. But I still want to get to these. Maybe the mudras will be on the elemental readings. If you joined late, I will be doing elemental readings for the different elements: earth, wind, fire, water, and ether. And whatever you are drawn to, whether it is your zodiac sign or an element that you're working with or that you're connected to, that you feel, blah, blah, blah. Have confidence. And the ocean were the two cards that popped up when the group said to stop. So have confidence. Moving forward does not necessarily require you to have confidence in yourself. Confidence in God, confidence in the Most High is enough, along with knowing that the Most High works through you and with you in all ways. Lean upon the angels or the beings, the ancestors, whichever, or your higher self, whatever you're calling upon. Lean upon us if your confidence wavers, and we will buoy your courage and faith. I love it, I love it, I love it. The ocean, so lots of water coming up. So I'm gonna pull the hand mudra. I'm a hand mudra for water, because for these two cards that both popped, or not popped out, that came out. There's water. So this one being the ocean, where I was yesterday. Oh my gosh, it was so beautiful. Also, the ocean, the deep blue sea speaks to your soul, healing and soothing you. Even the act of imagining yourself dipping into its healing womb brings about desirable effects. Better yet, spend time physically near the ocean. So if you can, I know it's very cold where everybody is, but you are more than welcome to come join me here in the Yucatan. See? So check my website, www.amora.me, for weekend experiences and whatever else you might want to come on down here for. Better yet, spend time physically near the ocean. Allow its power and beauty to wash away all your cares and concerns. Magnifique, magnifique. But yes, both of them have water. So this one is a little fairy lady, and this one's a little angel lady, but the ocean, and then her feet being dipped in the waters. Oh, good, Janique. Resonates with me so much. I needed to hear this. Perfect. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. If you could say that, do the little recommendation thing. I don't know how that works. It's up top. But I love the hearts. I love the love. And I just want people to know that, hey, like, I am doing the work for you guys. I mean, for myself too, but this is not what I thought I would be doing with my life. I can't believe I'm in Mexico still. And planning to take my behind to Cuba. What? Totally, totally, totally. Okay, so we got some hand mudras. So let's pull them out. And does anybody work with hand mudras? Has anybody worked with hand mudras already before? I mean, and when I say work with them, you could have come to another one of my lives and seen it. Did you try it? And what they are, it's like yoga is mudras for the body. But they are ways of, it's like cheat codes. It's like cheat codes and ways of pressing your fingers and moving your hands in ways that allow energy to flow in different ways. And we know that we have different types of energy that flows in different spaces, whether you want to call them chakras or portals, like our heart, that is where we feel love energy. Whether you get your heart broken and you physically have a heart issue, whether you you get angry and you feel it in your liver or in your spleen or whatnot, you can move your fingers, move your hands, and yoga your body in ways that it allows the energy centers and the portals, everything you have to be in alignment in different ways. Yes? So, I have these dope cards. Oh, yay, good. So, Janique says never. Elena says she scratched the surface. Yeah, there was a point in time where I was meditating and my hands would just do stuff on their own. And then I'd be like, oh my gosh, that's a mudra. And it'd be just like, they just... So the water element, what does that look like to you? The flow, the spiral, jala. I guess this is all Sanskrit, I do believe. The water element. So yoga poses that are in alignment with the water element. And anybody a water element? We're in Scorpio season. That's fire. Isn't it? No. Is it water? I don't know. Can anybody tell me? Yoga poses in alignment with the water element. Pigeon pose. Triangle. And then Baddha Konasana. This is in alignment with the sense of taste. The energy center in alignment with the water element being the sacral chakra. Symbols of this element being the ocean, waterfalls, half moon, swan, crocodile, dolphin. Ashley says Scorpio is water. Thank you, boo. So we are in alignment. I love it. We are in alignment with the cosmos at this moment. Thank you, Mila. Rima says I was in the gym and my hands went into a mudra and a man approached me asking, was I channeling? And I hadn't even realized my hands. Interesting. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. Okay, that's all water. Well, alignment, here we go. So, the water element rules the hips, the sacrum, the reproductive organs, the urinary, and the lymphatic systems. So, calling in the healing of all of those body parts. So, with our intention, if you choose to do the mudra that we choose as a group, expect healing, physical healing, for your hips, your sacrum, your reproductive organs, your urinary, and your lymphatic systems. As a group, we are being in alignment. And if you do agree with that, just type I do. You know, I do. Because we are creating healing contracts on this in this space. That is what I do believe. And it is when we support each other that we are able to create massive energy fields, mastermind energy fields of combined energy, like a tapestry. You can create a quilt, by, one thread, 2 threads, but once you have a bunch of them together, that's when the magic happens. So if you are in alignment with healing the hips, the sacrum, the reproductive organs, the urinary and lymphatic systems, through using this hand mudra, type I do. I agree, whatever, just yes, however it works for you. So the qualities of water that we are going to call upon also in this space: flowing, adaptable, fluid, receptive, and cooling. Let's say it again: flowing, adaptable, fluid, receptive, and cooling. So we can even use those terms and draw them in as an affirmation. I am flowing. I am adaptable. I am fluid. I am receptive. And I am cooling. Yes? I like it. So this is our healing contract. We are literally going to create a healing contract that then falls away as people receive their healing. There is nothing you have to do. There is nothing you have to be. There is no energy you have to give other than your love and your ability to send healing in this moment and receive just as much healing. As you send love, as you send good thoughts and prayers into the atmosphere, into your sacred space, at your altar, in prayer time, that is all you have to do. Have your own spiritual connection, and that is the contract that we create to assist each other. I love it, I love it, I love it. So everybody, if you have water, drink some water. If you don't have water this time, next time you come, bring some water. Y'all, didn't I say that earlier? OMG. We are in alignment. Water has been flowing through this the entire time. I didn't even think of that. Okay. So, we have some great ones here. We have 6. Was there anything else I'm reading? No. So let's, you know what, I think, how do we want to do this? Somebody give me a number 14 through 17. For third person. Third person's number is the card we'll go with. 13 through 17. 12. 12 through 17. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, or 17. So if I could just get a couple numbers from y'all. Yes, Janique, alignment is lit. Liddy! It's Liddy! Alright, one more number, whoever it is. 12. Flow. Oh, this is easy. The Jala Mudra. 12. Flow. The Jala Mudra, which is probably one you've done before. It's the 3, but with intention and holding the fingers out. So, Jala Mudra assists fluidity, nourishment, and balance. So what is fluidity for you? Why do you need fluidity? How can you bring nourishment into your space? Feeling taken care of. Knowing that even though it may not look like you can take care of the next step, or you don't know where your bills may be coming from for next week, or your payment for the bills may be coming from for next week, knowing that you are nourished and you are taken care of. How can you nourish others? Hello, Susan. Hello, hello. Balance. How can we bring more balance into our space? So, this mudra, it says touch the tips of the thumbs to the pinky fingers and extend the other 3 fingers straight out. Rest the backs of your hands on the thighs or knees. Relax your shoulders and lengthen your spine. So it's not just, we want our fingers to straighten out. So if you have a hard time straightening your fingers out, that's a good sign that you got to do the work. That there will be energy movement in your physical body as you allow yourself to straighten your fingers out. So even if your fingers are doing this right now, just start with one and try mentally to straighten it out. You can do it. This is fun. So focus. Your focus can be, and so another affirmation, balance and flow accompany all of my transitions. Balance and flow accompany all my transitions. Balance and flow accompany all of my transitions. So this mudra on the physical plane, it aids adaptability in the body and in the mind. It enhances abdominal breathing. It assists in lubricating the joints. It cultivates emotional balance and support. And it harmonizes change. And as we know, this is the element of water. So, okay, Janique, that's beautiful. That's great. You can't straighten your fingers out. So, if you make this an exercise, because like when we go to the gym, I can't lift 100 pounds if I haven't been to the gym recently. But when I do it day after day, over and over, I can then lift 100 pounds. Then I can lift 105 pounds. Then I can lift 120 pounds. If you do 1% more every day, 1% more every day, not even just with this, just in life, if you go a little bit beyond 1% every day, by the end of the year, like you have created massive shift. Massive. And 1% ain't nothing. 3% ain't nothing. 5%. You don't have to move boulders. You know, if you can't do it, cool. That's good practice. That is a good, it's like a litmus test. It's like how, you know, where am I not flowing? So yes, Elaine says, does that not go with water? Man, this whole reading is clearly aligned. Boop! I'm so, flow, yep, flow is all about water. Flow, flow, and flow. I love it, I love it, I love it. Balance and flow accompany all of my transitions. So transitioning in the mental space, if our minds are not in alignment with where we're trying to go, balance and flow, you can use the idea of water going in and just clearing everything out and draining down your grounding cord into the center of the earth. Use the elements and your imagination like a child would. Yes? I think that's it, guys. Good job. Besos. You guys did awesome. Ooh, let me go show you. Want to see my feathers? So I showed you this one. And you can, so again, you can book time with me. You can book a reading. Sorry, now I got herbs all in my mouth. Coaching, whatever it is. But I want to work with people that are in the space where they're looking to enhance their intuition, to stand in their own sovereignty, to be supreme in their being. Because if you don't have seniority over your space, that's when other people, other beings, other spirits, other ideas, programming can infiltrate you and you brainwashed and you don't even know what's going on. But if you know, hey, I got to be diligent, and especially if you're gifted. So if you see shadows and you know that your family knows when people are pregnant and dies, or you have these weird things happening, it's time to stop acting like we don't know what it is. Even if you're struggling with depression, mental illness, and things like that, it's time to stop acting like we don't know that some of that is specifically spiritual. Specifically spiritual. There's a fine line between schizophrenia and being a shaman, like, and knowing how to navigate through in and out the spirit realm. So that is the direction in which we are going. Yes? Rima, you can go to amora.me and then click schedule time with Amora or spend time with Amora, something like that. Or just, yeah, that'll work. And then message me, email me, morewithamora@gmail.com. But again, I'm shifting away from doing like just one-offs, because anybody can go call a hotline and get your cards read. I can point you to some people that that I've assisted who are doing readings now that I trust to read you. So like we can do stuff like that. But I want to work with people that want shift, that are specifically looking for cellular magnification and limitation, blockage, breakthrough, energetic, bloodline stuff. And that takes work, and that takes time, and that takes building relationships, and that takes like commitment. So that's what I'm shifting into, because it's time to level up. Like, and you see, I don't even talk about 5D anymore, because it's even beyond that. Why are we limiting ourselves? I'm in a space where I am convinced that I've literally just walked through portals and shit. When I'm like on these retreats, and we will literally walk in a space and be like, this is not Earth. This is interesting. So how did this happen? But there's always a massive release. There's always some bloodline trauma that comes up or is let go. There's some childhood trauma that comes up, and when these things come up, they're like just immediately released, and then people are able to shift. It's so crazy. No, it's not crazy. It's beautiful. The world would call it crazy. The world would call it crazy. Amber says, yup. Amber's retreat, she came out, it wasn't even, it was her personal retreat, but it was like just days of healing and talking and hanging, and that was when I realized it was happening. It had been happening on my like experiences, but we were just so like, this is not Earth. We just walked into some fairyland with the music, and it's just like, let go. You like the Odyssey. Has anybody read Homer's The Odyssey? And it's like, I never want to go. Yeah, it was crazy. Portals, portals, portals. But that's exactly what we need. Time traveling, when we go through, different times of life, and it's so amazing. And it's not necessarily as salacious and crazy as we see in the movies, but it's not far off from it at the same time. So it's when you let yourself go and live like a child again, you heal that inner child that has been stuffed away, told to be quiet, told, shh, don't talk about that, listen, your kids are supposed to be seen and not heard. We took a lot of that in, and we internalized it, and now it's messing with how we make our money. It's messing with how we can keep money, which, then that changes our quality of life. It's not that we worship money, but we're taught, God doesn't like rich people, or, good people give all their money away. Maybe this was your programming or not, but we all have these different things that from a child we were stuck with, and we didn't even have a choice. And so those are the things that we can actually let go of when we go through this time traveling or portal hopping, whatever you want to believe or call it in the mental, physical, spiritual realm. It works. It works. If you want massive healing, we got to do massive things. I just posted this morning, if you want what you've never had, you've got to do what you've never done. And I've done a lot. So now I'm like, oh my gosh, gotta level it up again. Time to level it up. And as I level it up, that means I have to have around me people who are also leveling up, and people who have also leveled up. I can't work with the same energy and expect to raise my vibration. So it's like I gotta look for different types of clients. If you're already working with me and you rolling, like, we cool, like, let's do this. But I can't take the low-hanging fruit of one-off, $5 reading, $10 reading. I have, to focus my energy on those who want and need shift. Because those are the people, man, y'all are powerful. So it's and it's an honor to me And it's magical to me to see the caliber of energy workers that I am here for and that I'm servicing, because it's like y'all be coming out with some like, what? That's magic, yo. Like, and so that just means that there's something that I have to assist. And that's just like, it's mind-blowing to me, y'all. I'm so grateful. So thank you. If this resonates with you, I appreciate you. If you are part of that crew, I am grateful for you. Every day, literally every morning, I light this, and that's what I say when I light a candle. I say I light the light of spirit in my life. And anything that I have that can assist those who are ready to shift, bring them. Bring them. Like, I literally light a candle as if I'm turning on my open sign in life or in, you know, in spirit, because it's not just the physical people. It's, you know, it's your ancestors, it's your angels that can also get you to this video, that can get you to Mexico, that can get you to Havana, and all of those different things. So it's really just me standing in what I'm supposed to do, and that's shine a light and be a light. So thank y'all for seeing my light and coming and getting what it is that you need. Yay! That's what 1111 was about for me. Calling and development of gifts and intuition. Great shift, Amora. Yes, yes, and yes. Good job. And you rolling with me, girl. Yeah, Amber's one of the ones. She's like, yeah, we going. We climbing to the top. Yeah, we climbing to the top. Yeah. And we all do it in our own way. It's not that my way is everybody's way. It's just that we hold space. We hold space. We raise our frequency, we raise our vibration, and we hold space. I love it, I love it, I love it. Yes, Amber, she said, Spirit had me country hopping. In less than a year, I traveled with Amber in the U.S., in Mexico, and in Cuba. Like, and Spirit helped her make the money for it. Spirit told her to like get here, like the different things. She was having all kinds of just magical things happen. And when you're in alignment, that's what 1111 is for me. It's synchronicity. It's being able to release or pull in whatever you need, and knowing, like if you see it on the clock or whatever, for me that's like, okay, synchronicity, I'm in alignment, that's where it's going. And so yeah, the more you clear yourself out, the more, because everything is on the path for you already. It's just, are you in alignment with it? Are you going to run into it? Will you see it if it's on your path? Because if we're so, you could be right in front of, when they say, if it was a snake, it'd bit you type thing. That could totally be your blessings, your opportunities, the things you've worked for. You know, some things will come back around. Some things will come back around in a different way. Some things won't come back around. You just kind of miss it. It gets, you know, it goes to somebody else. If it wasn't for you, it wasn't for you. No worries. Ain't nothing you can lose. But the whole thing is, you want to be ready, willing, and able to receive your highest good. And that's what we want to manifest and bring in. So let's do the oath of manifestation. Well, let's do it while we look at the feathers. Jigs. Do I have... my phone is about to die. Let me see if I plug it in. Hold on. Oh no. Don't die yet. Don't die. Quickly, Amora. Quickly. Hold on. Hiya. Ándale, ándale. Mija. Okay, bueno. Okay. I did it. Well, how come no? Okay, there we go. Yes. All right. So, here we go. I just got excited. Look at how pretty they are. They're like my babies. Even though they're not like actually alive. I know they're all from a bird. And the birds are still alive. Like I said, I get my feathers from a bird doctor in Oregon who has, I'm going to move this out the way. It's bothering me. My water bottle. I need to fill it up with water, actually. Okay. She rehabilitates birds. So the main feather, these are mottled peacock feathers. Oh, let me turn the light on. They look even prettier. Okay. So these are mottled peacock feathers, and as you can see, like the little shine, the iridescence, because even though these are the wing feathers, they still carry that iridescent color, that greeny peacock look. So then of course I put every crystal on one by one. I wrap them. I choose the crystal intuitively. A lot of times the feathers will tell me what they want to look like in whatever energetic way they speak. Sometimes things won't work out and it's like, oh, that's because it wasn't supposed to look like that. So I have just different kinds. So these are parrot feathers. So the bird doc, she has a bird sanctuary, and so when wild parrots are having issues, people bring them to her. And so I've only made 25. I sold 20. I sold 20 all year. Hold on. Can I take this off? Look at that one. And that's red jasper and clear quartz crystal. That's chalcedony. And then, of course, it's still peacock, but then also black parrot feather and a red parrot feather. Oh, Amber, are you still there? This one's yours, boo. Amber came out, and I didn't have her feather for her. And so this one is yours. Look how pretty. And so there's that sodalite, peridot, more sodalite, and then that beautiful parrot feather, green and blue and like a teal turquoise, very Tulum watercolors. What else? This one too. That's citrine and some tiger's eye. Yeah, I get so excited. I love beautiful things. That's really what it is, and they just feel so beautiful and regal. So yeah, I mean, this one has tassels. Look. I love it. So that's what I've been working on. And so last year I only had 20. Everybody else that got them where it was from, oh, I forgot I have to stay charged up. Never mind, I can't go back over there. Last time I only had 20, so I just made 20 more. 4 of these are already spoken for, and then I will not be making any more unless you do come and visit me. I won't be making any more until the spring of 2019. So if you want a feather, head on over to www.amora.me and then go down to Amora Energy Jewelry and Amora Energy Feathers or something like that. Jewelry and feathers, you'll see. And you can get yours. I have 3 pre-sales left. Pre-sale actually gets a $60 credit towards whatever feather you would like. Unless, yeah, just holla at me if you want one of those. Okay? Other than that, I'm going to finish up, and that's it. Besos. Thank you guys so much. We're going to call this a read. We're going to end and close our reading. All of the energy being able to be wrapped up and sent as healing for those who need it. Yes? Yes! Feel free to share, love, like, subscribe on YouTube and all that fancy stuff. Time to level up, level up, level up. Me too. Besos.